to an all-new lay at Omni. Allow me to lay it on you.
Alright, before I say anything, I'd like to start off by saying, relax, okay? This video will not provide any Smash Ultimate spoilers, leaks, or content of any kind. Those of you who know me can vouch for the fact that I hate spoilers with a passion, and that I'd murder my best friend for spoiling the anime that I watched last fall, and his body is definitely not hidden in the lake next to the playground near Cheshire Drive. He's dead. Anyway, as I was saying, you guys can all relax. As many of you are probably fully aware of, Smash Ultimate has been released early. I'm not sure the credibility of the claims, but apparently dudes in Mexico were releasing the full game well before the release date. They're probably just trying to make sure that MKLeo has the best shot at being the best in Smash Ultimate this time. On top of that, there's a full game download of Smash Ultimate available for people who have hacked Nintendo Switches. This is all 2 weeks before the game's official release. People were on YouTube and Twitch actually streaming the goddamn game like it was a normal day, like it was nothing special, not giving two shits about the consequences. Consequences later being that Nintendo ninjas eviscerated these dudes' channels off the face of the planet, and my guess is that they probably chopped their nuts off too. Just my guess. Despite that, there are clips flying everywhere over the internet of the game where people have recorded combos, gameplay, and many sources who have access to the game are data mining the game's contents for any useful information and of course revealing it to the public. That's the state of the internet and the Smash community right now. Anyone who doesn't have the game yet is trying to dodge World of Light and other Smash Ultimate spoilers while also being extremely jelly and flustered that people have illegally obtained the game and are enjoying Sakurai's masterpiece before he announced that dinner was ready. Top players and figureheads are pretending to be upset that Smash Ultimate got leaked while simultaneously unlocking the last character in the game and grinding out tech as I speak. I know who you are. It's a mess, but it's nothing new. The Smash community has always been eager to access the game weeks or even a month before the game actually released. The Nintendo community is kind of the same. It's always us just looking for a way to just do things that we're not supposed to. Hence Project M and every other mod that eventually gets Thanos by Nintendo's legal team. We're constantly just stepping over the line because, you know, a line was created. Rules were meant to be broken, and that's where the leakers and the data miners come in. I have a feeling that a few of you might not know what a data miner is exactly, so TLDR, data miners, mine data. Yeah, I know, duh. But to be more specific, data miners understand how to navigate the content underneath the game and what actually creates the game. Things that a normal person who bought the game could never see. By doing so, data miners are able to uncover information that developers may not have wanted to disclose at a certain point in time. For example, if data miners saw the word sands in a script in Smash Ultimate, well then we would all know that we're all in for a bad time. There's pros and cons to having leakers and data miners. The obvious cons right off the bat is spoilers. A lot of people do not want to be spoiled early. To get your money's worth, the majority of the gamers would like to discover what the game has to offer in the way that it was supposed to be presented. If, for example, the Nintendo Direct was spoiled a few days before it came out, it wouldn't be as hype or fun or as magical to watch. You get the point. Another con is that I'm pretty sure developers of the game worked their asses off to make this game, and they're probably highly upset to see their work obtained and dissected like a frog and released out into the world in a way that it didn't originally hope for. It's like if you gave a gift to your best friend Tommy that you worked on for months, but that bitch ass Billy figured out what was inside and told Tommy what was in the box 10 days before his birthday. Except this time it's a gift for hundreds of thousands of people and not just one. Yet another con is that a lot of people get an unfair illegal head start to the Smash Ultimate era, whether it be competition or even content creation. If I had the game, I could make like 50 videos with all the gameplay and have it all ready to drop right when the game actually officially releases. In terms of competition, if Zero has the game right now and it gets a 2-week head start on everyone, which I'm sure he does, the early game competition is done. I mean, you were already done if Zero got the game opening day, but 2 weeks of training Zero means you're done. You're done? I could go on with the cons, but I won't because I cannot go on forever. Yeah, you can unsubscribe now. As bad as it seems, there are a lot of benefits to having leakers and data miners as well. Well, less so leakers and more so data miners. Leakers really don't provide any positive value when the company designing the game is casually and generously releasing information for us up until releases. If I had to make up something and just make up a pro, it would be the fact that leakers create more speculation, which creates more conversation and dialogue, trying to distinguish fake leaks from real leaks, from the guys whose uncle work at Nintendo and the dude who actually works at Nintendo and is trying to lose his job. I guess for some who don't care much about being spoiled, that can be fun for them, but I don't really identify with those guys. Anyway, data miners on the other hand provide us with useful information that wasn't readily available for us. Frame data, hitboxes, hurtboxes, OSTs, and so on and so forth. Being able to scrape the contents of a game and understand how it was designed is pretty damn cool, and that kind of open source information is a gold mine for many. Data miners inherently aren't doing anything wrong. It's essentially what you do with the information you're given that dictates whether you're a butthole or not. Personally, I have nothing against data miners as a whole and encourage people to continue to learn how to dissect games or the Switch in itself. Piracy, I know it treads the line of piracy, copyright infringement. For me, it's a weird line. Like, I'm not a saint, okay? I've pirated many things before. You know that commercial that's like, you wouldn't download a car, would you? Hell yeah, nigga, I'd download that car right here and right now if I could get away with it. See me on One Piece and Pirates of the Caribbean at the same time. Nah, for real, like, I think it becomes a bit more personal when I personally identify with the content, i.e. Smash Ultimate. For other people, it's just another game. But for many Smash community people, we plan on buying, pre-ordering, and supporting the franchise with our money as much as possible because we know Smash Ultimate will be a quality game and well worth the money spent. I think at least most of us think like that. If you're one of the people who downloaded this game on a hack Switch, well, I appreciate you buying a second or a third Switch because we all know that you'll probably have your system bricked at one point or another. But at least also purchase the game once, okay? Definitely show your support. Or don't, it's up to you. Actually, you know what? Small rant. Just imagine what kind of love-deprived life the leakers must have had to live in order to be the way they are. You're telling me that the need for attention is so strong that you're willing to negatively ruin hundreds of people's days? And for what? For your 5 minutes of fame, or in this case being infamous for being a butthole? Simultaneously risking Nintendo ninjas from tracking you so they can slap a bajillion-dollar fine for stealing and sharing private information? Like, why risk it all? You know what? I don't even know why I'm asking because I'm pretty sure it's just a scumbag mentality. Trying to understand why scumbags do scumbag things doesn't change the fact that scumbags will continue to be scummy. It just kind of triggers me so much because they're stealing something from me and I can't really stop them. Like, once a leak is leaked, it essentially becomes public knowledge unless you're purposely living under a rock. Like, that's wild, yo. That's OD. If you're a leaker, I hope you drown in New England clam chowder. I hope you step on a Lego and break your ankle. I hope you burn the roof of your mouth. I hope you get a 79% in your class, and when you ask for the curve, the teacher says, sure, but only if you complete this extra credit assignment. And then, when you turn in the assignment, you realize you made a mistake on the deadline, and now it's too late, so you did all that work for nothing. I hope your bag of potato chips goes stale after a day, even though you sealed the lid tightly. I hope your pizza delivery always arrives cold, and it's the kind of pizza that's not good when you put it back in the microwave. I hope you order chicken nuggets at the McDonald's drive-thru, only to find out they didn't include any of the sauce. I hope the next time you're running late, you miss your exit. I hope you go to a new restaurant, and instead of getting the usual, you try something new, hoping to expand your horizons, and the food isn't that good. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode of Lay It Omni. You've just been laid. Keeping it short and sweet and trying to bounce back from the last video where I said that Smash 4 was the worst of the 4 Smash games. Look, okay guys, we can have a talk about this a little later, but just know that it's not personal, okay? Okay? How are you guys feeling about the state of Smash right now? Like, this happens again once every single time a Smash game is released. It's nothing new, but it's still a phenomenon that, you know, you get to enjoy or not enjoy before the game actually comes out. Personally, I feel like it's just, it's boogers. I think about like Harry Potter, right? And, you know, back in the day when the Harry Potter books used to come out, I would just not go to school. I would just ask my parents if I could stay home and read the book, and I would stay off the internet and I would read the book until it's done. That way, I wouldn't get spoiled. So could you imagine if, like, you know, Harry Potter was about to get released and the book got leaked like 3 weeks earlier? Like, you'd be screwed. There's no way that you'd be able to avoid the spoilers on the internet because it'd be done if a downloadable copy of Harry Potter was available. That's not quite the same as it is for Smash Ultimate because Smash Ultimate isn't one big storybook with plots and it's based on the entire story or whatever, but still, that's just a comparison that I'm making. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and again, in the comments below, let me know how you feel about everything. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Make sure you're flossing those teeth, okay? And if you're not flossing, at least be brushing your teeth, okay? I mean, you need to floss, but I know some of you probably not even brushing your teeth. You think it's okay to skip a day? No, it's not okay. It's really not. Like, the bacteria that is building up in your enamel right now, as we speak, as I speak, as you listen to my words, is just kind of disgusting. And it's just little creepy crawly thing. He's just squirming all around. You don't want that, okay? You don't want that on your tongue. You don't want that in your gums. You don't want that in the inside and the roof of your mouth, bro. Just, you know, keep that joint fresh. I love you guys. Have an awesome day.